Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to review of Pigment's demo collection. Today we might be celebrating the 20th anniversary of their second demo. The demo collection is not even a release that officially exists. I uploaded it on my second channel Aku like 2 or 3 years ago, as you can see here. So I made this one big video that has all of the songs with the lyrics on the screen. I wrote down all of the lyrics by ear because I know Polish language. And also because you can find some of those lyrics online, but they are incorrect, so I had to change that, fix it basically. I was even thinking about re-uploading this video on Jim channel, so more people could listen to it, but now that I told you about it, just go to Aku channel and listen through that. Going back to Pigment, my story with this band is quite simple. Basically around the year 2004 or 2005, I got an MP3 player. It was a really shitty device because it only had 100 megabytes of space. Anyways, at the time my cousin was dating that guy who was into metal and emo music. He looked like a dude from Tokyo Hotel and I was like, hey dude, can you get me some music on my MP3? I gave him that MP3 player and then he came back the next day. He basically put there all of the unknown metal bands who were exploding at the time, and what's funny is that on that MP3 he gave me the entire 2003 demo, this one. Years later, when I finally got the internet in 2008, I've decided to track down the other demos because they had this one, and the mission was successful and I was happy because I had all of the songs by this band. Sadly, Pigment broke up in 2006. I have no idea why. They should have kept going because their music was amazing. That's a spoiler for you guys, but I wouldn't make a review about a band that I don't like. So as you see, Pigment has 12 songs, but actually 13. Demo 2003 is those 6 songs. Demo 2004 and Demo 2001. The 2001 demo has also the first version of the song Mat 716. It's exactly the same version but with worse quality, like different production, so I will just review the newer one because it sounds better. The production here is tight, it's clean but heavy, no loudness or no clipping, just the way I like it. It's very raw. That's the 2003 and 2004 demos. The 2004 demo has the best quality, then 2003, and the demo 2001, it doesn't sound good, like it sounds average at best production wise. Message is diverse, the songs are mostly about personal struggles, relationship issues, society, emotions, hatred, perversion, sex, depression, existence. Basically everything you can think about is here on those demos. But if you don't know Polish language, you will not understand it, but it's nice. It does work with the music. The messages are okay. Structure of the tracks is basic, standard intro, verse, because, bridge, chorus, outro. Sometimes it has more segments, but that's it. And the music is pure old school nu metal. Those demos sound like Deftones around the 4 era. This might sound even controversial to you guys, but I feel like those demos are actually way better than Deftones' White Pony and everything they did afterwards. Like, Demo 2003 and Demo 2004 of Pigment is the closest we had to Around the 4, just more emotional and angry and also sad at the same time. So let's start with Hedonism. The first thing you're going to notice here is the drumming. It's there for the entire record. The drummer is very talented. I love his groove, the style, the precision of his playing, the tempo changes, the sound of the snare, how hard he hits, the toms. It's all here. Next, the bass work. It's audible. It sometimes follows the guitars and sometimes it goes off on his own. Great stuff. The guitar riffs, those are my favorite parts of those songs, to be quite honest. The guitar melodies are just so memorable and so nostalgic for some reason. Old school nu metal all the way, kinda shoegazy in some parts. The more crunchier, heavier guitar tones, those sound like classic Deftones, like, you know, 023, 032 riffs. Love that stuff. This is just phenomenal. And then finally we've got the vocals, and wow, the vocal performance here is top notch. The vocalist is very talented. I would love to hear him again in metal music, because from what I've heard he went into more electronic and pop direction, but his screaming and growling here is on point. Same with the singing is just so emotional, you can feel so much hatred and sadness in his voice, it's just so beautiful all the way. Going back to the opening track, Hedonism, this song is basically about people who think only about pleasures of flesh, stuff like that. I love the vocals here, the music, the drumming, the guitarist, the screaming, love that stuff all the way. The bridge here goes so hard, wow, just wow. You need to listen to this shit immediately. 11 out of 10, Matt 716. Now this song, I feel like it's almost on the same level as the previous one. I love the more introspective vibe of the guitars, and the bridge is much more somber and it builds up to the explosion of anger, you know, the screaming. The chorus here is my favorite part, and what's even more fun is that the final chorus is slightly different from the previous one, like it ends on growling and not singing, which is very nice. This is also a classic song, 11 out of 10, Polucje nocne. This song is similar to the first one, it's basically about thinking about sex and shit. And while I enjoy the energy here, the anger, the drumming, the guitar riffs, that breakdown in the middle just goes so hard. This is probably the most Deftonesy song on this EP so far, or this demo, whatever, compared to the previous two. Yeah, love this one as well, 11 out of 10. Dziwny jest ten świat, Czesław Niemen cover. Well, this is not their song, but it sounds like they wrote it, because they've changed everything, like the music is completely different from the original, and only the lyrics are the same. Even some of the vocal melodies are different, which is quite interesting. I feel like this is the best Polish cover, like ever, because they took old song and transformed it into a nu metal track. It just works for some reason. 10 out of 10. Daj Znienawidzone Pokrewieństwo is my favorite song on Demo 2003. I just love the vocal performance so much, how the vocalist shifts between singing and screaming, that final chorus, the outro, the middle part, the guitar riffs are just so sad and memorable for some reason. This song is just so good. I want to listen to it right now. I don't want to record this review, I want to go and listen to more Pigment stuff, man. This song I feel like might be about family and how you don't want to turn out the same as your parents did, because they are toxic and just dangerous people. This is just a guess, because the lyrics in this band were always slightly cryptic, like that Polucje nocne song about sex. It might be about something else, because he's very vague about the topics. It's like he wants you to think the song is about that, and it might be about something else. And here, it's about family for sure, but I am not sure which family member. What can I tell you is that it's not positive at all. Like at the end of the song he says nienawidzę w tobie tego czym jestem, which means I hate in myself what I am, and what I am is similar to you, stuff like that. This is actually the same thing that Chester sang in Lying From You in Linkin Park, but this demo probably came out before Meteora, however you pronounce that, so it's weird that they used the same line. Cool stuff, 11 out of 10. And the final track on the demo 2003, A Song. This track is actually not in English, like the title is, but he sings in Polish for some reason still. And here the vocals are the most Deftonesy, like it sounds like Chino Moreno in Polish, you have to listen to this one. And yeah, the vocals are great, this is a ballad, I do enjoy it, but it's the weakest track on the record for me. It's just great, you know, nothing special to me. The previous songs were special, this one's like, yeah, it's a nice ending. 9 out of 10. Now let's talk about Demo 2004. This one has slightly different sound than Demo 2003. It's still nu metal, but there's much more singing than screaming and growling here. I mean, it's still here, don't get me wrong, but in demo 2003, every song except the sixth one, I think, had screaming and growling, and here only half of them have that. Sztuka wygodnego myślenia has amazing guitar riffs, so Deftonesy, the drumming is phenomenal, the bass work, wow, just wow, and the vocals. The vocals, yet again, are the best part. I love songs like this, when if you take away the vocals, the song is still going to sound great because of the instruments, but if you listen just to the vocals, they're still going to sound amazing, so wow, I love just when songs are great at everything, like every part of the song is fabulous. Love the chorus here very much, the bridge, 11 out of 10, palec środkowy, middle finger. This is the heaviest track on the demo 2004, there's lots of screaming here and growling. This is a song against society, it's angry, it's pissed off, love the guitar riffs here. They start to remind me of the Head Up and Engine Number 9 from Deftones. Great stuff, 10 out of 10. Pytam cię wciąż. Musically, this is the most Deftonesy song because the guitar riffs sound like Around the Fur, and well, it's nice. Yet again, the vocals are my favorite parts of the track. Love the verses, the chorus, the bridge, 10 out of 10. Liść w butelce, A Leaf in a Bottle. This is my favorite Pigment song. And I feel like this track is on the same level as Be Quiet and Dry from Deftones. Like, those two songs are legendary to me. Like, I can listen to these tracks 50 times in a row and not get bored by them. What makes Liść w butelce stand out from the rest of the track is the bass work, which is more upfront, but also the guitar riffs are just very emotional and memorable, and the vocal performance, wow. The vocal performance in the verses is top-notch. Zagryzam wargi jeszcze raz. I love that part. I love how gritty it is. And then the chorus happens, and the chorus is just wow. To zatacza wciąż żałosny krąg, paranoja ta. Ten ja to nie jestem ja. Love that stuff so much. And then the bridge happens, which has growling and screaming. This song, you have to check it out, 12 out of 10. And now let's talk about the demo 2001. This is the weakest thing Pigment has released. Rzeczywistość jednopoziomowa. This is just a great song. It has that Deftones adrenaline vibe in it. Love the guitar riffs, the verses, the chorus. It's just great. Nothing special compared to the rest of the tracks, 8 out of 10. Zamulacz is slightly better because of the vocal performance. The singing here in the chorus is very beautiful. The guitar riffs are fun. Yeah, 9 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable and the flow is ideal, replayability. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. Every single song here has something special and different to offer. I of course prefer demo 2003 because that's my childhood. Like, I've listened to that for years and I just love every single one of those songs. Then demo 2004, which is just wow, the songs are just perfect there, especially Liść w butelce, which is my favorite song from this band, and probably my favorite song with Polish lyrics. Like, this is the best song from Poland and you cannot change my mind. And demo 2001 is just great. Like, it's the weakest one out of those three, but it's still fun to listen to. It's competent nu metal. So yeah, Pigment, a band from Głogów, Poland. They're fantastic. I wish they would blow up. For some reason they did not. No one cared about their music, and it's sad because we don't get that many Deftonesy bands. I mean, nowadays sure there are like 5 or 10 bands that sound similar to Deftones, but back in 2003 and 4 there weren't many like that, especially bands that actually sounded inspired and interesting. Like, this stuff is on par with Around the Fur and sometimes it's even above it, so it's sad to me that this band did not achieve success because every band member here is very talented, especially the guitarist and the vocalist, because they truly had something special going on here. The only thing I can say is that the Polish people have disappointed me, that they did not promote this band. Like, I had like 5 or 6 years when this was happening, so that's on you, it's not on me. I couldn't promote this band when I was 5, but you could, and you failed Pigment, and you failed this country, and now all that's left for you is to listen to those 3 demos. And if you're not from Poland, don't worry, just check out the demo collection, just go on my second channel, listen to Pigment, or go to their Facebook page, I think they still have one. I think even in my video on YouTube there's a link to download all of those demos in FLAC or other formats, so go get it. That's all from me, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, link in the description, I will see you in my other videos. Also consider becoming a member of my channel so I can make you an album review or maybe a Doom MIDI cover. That's all, bye!